So Christmas has come and gone, and I don't know how many gifts you got, or if you're happy with your gifts, but none of that matters because I have a gift for you right now. In fact, it was a gift for me too. I was one of the recipients of this incredible thing that found its way into my DMs. It is what I can only describe as a cringe roller coaster. I don't know why this was made. I don't know if this is a living example of Poe's law, but I do know one thing, and that is that Brown Fabio is the gift that keeps on unintentionally giving. Prepare your body. I'm about to hit play. Oh, okay, pause. This is going to take forever. The word schön, however you pronounce an umlaut, that's a German word meaning beauty. So this is a beautiful thing. We're watching a beautiful yet very hairy thing. And he is wearing a white hoodie, like a big Turkish Trayvon Martin. He's got a vacuous look on his face, and he's in black and white, like it's a Calvin Klein ad. It gets so much worse than this, though, watch. Time out. What just happened? Did they just jump cut already? There's about 500 jump cuts in this. Hassan, why were you wearing your hoodie indoors? I mean, do you think it's that cool to reveal your head like you're Luke Skywalker coming out of the shadows? Dude. And also, the look of love is in the air. Like, what do you call that? Is this bedroom eyes? Like, what kind of person would look at you like that? This is his neutral, I'm not trying too hard, it's just, oh, look at me. I know I'm the shit. Like, he is so detached, man. Hassan strikes me as a guy who thinks he's the only dude in the universe who's fucking. Like, honestly. Because this guy was a roly-poly fat dude for many years. His whole adolescence, he was doing the keek thing, which is to not fuck. And then he trimmed off some of the fat, and he has a small window of time here where he can actually attain ladies, the quality of which is, it's anybody's guess. But in his mind and in his little ego, he's thinking, dude, I'm a fucking stallion. I'm a thoroughbred, okay? I have sex regularly, year after year. Now what? And this has launched him into filming himself lifting weights and posting that on the internet multiple times. Duck facing, wearing ridiculous clothing, doing photo shoots. Like, my bro, you're not a model. You're not anything. I mean, you're not any of the things you think you are, you're not.
I'm here to talk to you today about...
Well, the hood is back on. The hood's back on. Are we going off or on? It's alarming.
Music, art, fashion.
You know what's funny? He doesn't talk about any of those things. Not to mention, who gives a shit what you have to say about music, art, or fashion.
One of the greatest problems that our generations have faced.
One of the greatest problems that our generations have faced?
One of the greatest problems that our generations have faced.
Dude, this is... Wow, when he said that English is a second language, I thought it was him trying to wiggle out of the fact that he said that America deserved 9/11. But apparently he can't speak English.
The biggest scourge that affects our society.
Ah, there he is. I dubbed that dude Obi-Woke Kenobi, but the dude, not only does he have low T, he's got low midichlorian. He's low M.
I'm woke.
Woke.
I'm woke. The biggest scourge.
The biggest scourge. This guy's dressing like Whoopi Goldberg's character from Star Trek. Deep Space Nine. I'm definitely not Deep Space Nine, I dare you. What the fuck? Looks like a retarded monk.
That affects our society.
You gotta love that B-roll. B-roll footage of him just, hold on, let me check. Let me get it all right. I mean, honestly, he can't want this out in the public. This cannot be something he approves of, and yet it is. Yet it is. To my shock and astonishment. Didn't we used to call this metrosexual? Where you got rings, you got watches, you got necklaces, earrings, or what else? What are we doing here? Just throw a tampon on it and... I mean, this is trans, no? This has to be a transition.
Get woke.
Against all of the cultural and...
Whoa, dude, editor, you gave me 3 Hassans for no apparent reason? Blowing my mind. It's like a spurgy horror film.
Against all of the cultural and social progress we've seen is the battle against intellectual thought.
The battle against intellectual thought. And Hassan is on the front line of that. I mean, what he's saying is he's an intellectual, but he's being challenged by other people who don't agree with him. And if you don't agree with him, you're against intellectuals, like Hassan.
Are you guys comfortable with that?
No, not really. Oh, a new outfit. Again, that's what a girl does. Honest to God. changing outfits? Black is slimming, y'all.
This is a war against critical thinking, a battle against intellectualism. It's a war.
Well, at least he's not making eye contact for this little stretch, which is a nice relief. But they've kicked in a musical beat just to try to pep this up. You know, this does come across exactly like an SNL sketch. The one they did making fun of Justin Bieber. I mean, they're going for something viral. They're going for something artsy. But the problem is they picked the wrong guy. The casting is off. It's all fake. He's a chump. He's not saying anything. Listen to him.
War against rational behavior.
You're a Muslim, dude. You're an actual Muslim. You believe in the stupid shit from that religion. And you're talking about rational behavior?
War against rational behavior.
It's not rational to support Antifa. It's not rational to want to kill landowners and have a bloody communist revolution. It's not rational to say that 9/11 was deserved by the American people. Your outfits are not rational. Your sense of self is nowhere near rational. Spare me, Hassan. Oh my God. It's like he's wearing this robe coming across. It's almost like a millennial version of Hugh Hefner, but just a faggot.
And we're not even aware of it.
Look at the face. The face. That was so just off the cuff. Like, what? Hold on. I'm in the middle of my speech. I'm going to fix my hair real quick and then just sort of like tilt off to the side and just be like, we're not even aware of it. Oh, it's so deep, man. Oh my God. We're not even aware of the attack on intellectualism, dude. Okay, it's out there. Okay, we're fighting this shit. Now, you can either join me. Is this a perfume? Imagine him selling a perfume. Just, what would you call it? Just Turkish bathhouse.
And that's terrifying. Whew. What kind of an example are we setting?
I mean, they can try to zoom in all fast and do jump cuts and add a beat to it, but it doesn't help. Like, watch. You ready? Watch me tell you nothing, but add music and give you jump cuts. Watch. There comes a time in a man's life where he's confronted with one issue and one issue alone, and that is, will you let fear control your destiny, or will hope transcend the darkness from within to revolutionize the manifestations that are conducive to the epiphanies that befall us? I mean, come on, man.
What kind of an example are we setting?
I do have to say, your ears they look like the ears on a Mr. Potato Head. There are no ridges in the ears, or in the brain matter, I assume. Like, I am a connoisseur of ears, and those are just cylindrical. Look like the underside of a flying saucer. They look like radar towers that control the shields to a Star Destroyer, or a Death Star. I feel like I need to take out those ears to get the shields down.
The problem with America is that because of cultural imperialism, we are...
The problem with America, this dick comes to our country, is living it up. He's stabbing some mediocre gash. He thinks he's hot shit. He stays. I mean, the dude is camped out. He's anchored here. I don't know how the paperwork got pushed through, but he's here, and yet he's talking shit. What shit do you have to say about America? Go back to Turkey.
The problem with America is that because of cultural imperialism, we are...
He said cultural imperialism. Well, that was a hot route to get to the word imperialism. Fancy, dude. Are we being imperialistic? Was the Ottoman Empire imperialistic too? Oh, that's a different video, I guess. Cultural imperialism, not a thing. Utterly useless. What the fuck is he talking about?
Literally teaching the rest of the world how to think, what to wear. The Kardashians are lying to you.
That was obnoxious and stupid. You know, the idea that American culture can be summed up with the Kardashians is a wonderful thing. By the way, motherfuck, who keeps buzzing me? Damn it. Look at that. In the middle of a recording. By the way, the Kardashians come from Armenia, which is right next to where you come from, and they're lucky to have gotten out of that region because your people, Hassan, killed a bunch of their people. And no, the Kardashians are not the best that America has to offer, and your summary, or whatever the hell you're trying to do with this speech, is beyond vapid and asinine. I mean, and that's even by your standards. This is shit for you and your shit.
Culture used to be the backbone of the resistance.
What are we resisting against? I mean, I like LARPing, but I just want to know the rules of the LARP. Like, who's the good guy, who's the bad guy? Lay it out, Hassan, because it's a little bit unclear right now, but can I be a part of your resistance?
All it seeks to do is sedate the masses.
Sedate the masses. And this is a guy who smokes pot probably every other day, if not every day, and plays video games all day. But he's the one worried about other people being sedated. Dude, you live the life of a functional retard.
Culture now seeks to appeal to our primal urges, our base needs.
Culture seeks to appeal to our primal urges, our base needs? How? What does that even mean? Hey, Hassan, I have a base need for, I don't know, sex, food. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, culture is providing you for those needs. Like, it gives you porn. Like, culture gives you, like, there's restaurants. See, that's part of culture. You got restaurants, you got porn. Those are cultural things, base needs, primal, resistance. Are you guys getting my good side? Jump cut.
We're now in the age of mediocrity.
Being ushered in by this severely mediocre man.
You can bring about the positive change you want to see in this world.
Yeah, man, we got to be positive change with the resistance. We got to fight it because, like, communism is cool. And, I mean, what is the target audience of this? Who the fuck would look at this and say, I'm down with that dude. I like his style, I like his vibe. He's really resonating with me.
Because the revolution will not be televised. Revolution will not be televised.
Way to rip a line from someone else. Again, so now we're ramped up. Resistance is one thing. That's a small thing. Revolution? Dude, I want in on this LARP. This dude is creating fan fiction in real time. Who are we revolting against, Hassan? And are you a part of this? Because you're kind of a goofy bitch. Like, I don't think you're going to be part of a revolution on TV or not on TV. The revolution, man, it won't be televised. And that's right after I go play some Red Dead Redemption for like an 8-hour shift.
Only you can bring about the revolution by taking it to the street.
There it is. Now we're getting a little more active. He's giving me the rules of the LARP. To be a part of the revolution, you've got to go to the streets. It's in the streets. Okay? I don't know what we're doing out there. It's kind of like, you know, when you get a fire alarm, you're at a hotel, and everyone marches out. It's the middle of the night, and there's no smoke, there's no fire. It's clearly a false alarm, but you stand outside, and you're just like, well, I'm on the streets. Don't know what I'm doing. No one's telling me to go back inside. I'm just sort of in a limbo region right now. That's what this dude's revolution looks like. I mean, I cannot overstate this. He is literally saying nothing.
Keep resisting. Silly girl is going to be upset if we don't talk about fashion. You know what I mean?
Was that the zinger that they're going to go out on? I think that they're going to be upset if we don't talk about fashion, you know? Dude, you're a dickhead. Shut that face hole. And then they cut to an inverted image of him at the end. Like, oh my God, what a lasting memory of this dude.
Girl is going to be upset if we don't talk about fashion. You know what I mean?
Okay, so, I mean, at this point, I know that there's some great talent, quality, class human beings who happen to be young, but so many of them aren't. And it isn't fair to point that out. It is like shooting fish in the barrel. But at this point, we have to make some declarative statements about people even remotely like Hassan Piker. And that statement is they're useless pieces of shit. So Hassan's job is to be an egotistical cunt and just plow forward in the oblivious, cringy nature that he does. And it's our job to harness that cringe and try to milk it for some positive net good. So if you're looking for something to resist against, if you're looking for a revolution, join me in revolting against this entire generation, not all, specifically morons like Brown Fabio, and also help me stop his uncle from becoming a congressman. You pretty much have no choice on that. You are being recruited, and we have to get this done. 2020 is the year we resist the resistance.